Hello everyone! My name is Clay and welcome to episode 2 of Wildermyth. When last we left off, we basically got the party started with our 4 patron supporter teams. And we've got our objective, clear hostile sites, locate the honey ring. So, on this screen, this is the world map. Right now, these spots are where I can explore. This is sort of the edge. Basically nothing's going to grow this way, but as the chapters progress, spaces will appear here. Anywhere in this area. So I don't know what's coming. To travel somewhere, I click, and you hit Scout. So I'm gonna check this one out, because that's clearly where I need to go. But I want to explore all of the areas and kind of show you how this works. So we're gonna scout there. You pick up to 5 people to send. So if you have more than 5, you can send less and all this. Labor is kind of the indication of how much effort they put into doing the activity, so it'll take 10 days of travel time, 12 days to complete, but like if I take him out, suddenly 31 days, because he gives plus, 3 times labor. So we send him over, time starts passing. This is the year, this is the spring, this is the day, and now we've just revealed this area. So what we can do, this area has enemies in it, and I can assault the area. This will clear a hostile site. So if we choose this, you see the strength? It's kind of like how many enemies and how strong they are. I've not quite figured out how strength is derived, if you want the honest truth. But we're going to go ahead and attack it. And we get an event. Silver and Shadows. I like how the events say who they're from, like Douglas Austin, and you can click the wiki too. The sun's fallen, and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. The Atom? That you? The others won't want to lose you. Can't remember a gloom quite like this. You? Listen, the twilight birds are silent. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable. The whirling air almost utterly opaque. Pretty odd. I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees. At least those are solid. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet, the trunks they press to dampen their palms. This isn't how I don't know, it's fine. And then something vast moves beside them, slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, and possibly silent. Jesus, that's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, big boy. It's a big boy. Night's fallen. The fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. So, you have choices. These will change how the story progresses. We're gonna go, you know what, Adam? We're taking a quick look. I'd rather us take a quick look now. Trail go cold quickly. Come on. We won't go far. Within shouting range. Lead on, then. Hope you don't mind if I stay ready. The night, emptied of silence, fills again with noise, crickets and owls and scuttling ferrets. Approximating where the giant had passed, they search. There are no footprints. Or are there? Pools of green light are spaced along between the unbroken pine trunks, perhaps at distances to match the thing's huge strides. Even as they watch, the light pools rapidly shrink into the ground, drying, sinking, perhaps just fading like starlight. The Atom runs over to stoop over one of these and scrapes the earth away with the head of his staff. Scratch, scratch. Careful. He plucks a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips his grasp, but then floats, settling in the air. Rustle, rustle. Think we got some flies to swat. Snatching the seed, the Atom secures it in his pocket. This is shouting distance, right? It's certainly worth a try. Brandon! Loyal! Their friends find them. But so do their enemies. Dun dun dun. Combat modifier disorder. Walling provides no armor. Okay. So I have to explain walling. We're fighting a Dweaver and 2 Thrusks. And there's a water spirit. Okay, that's... I need to catch that. Can I get up to it? While probably not. Okay. So, who do I send who can probably survive a couple hits? Lyle. Ooh, she's gonna touch it. So this is what happens when you get a water spirit, or if you get close enough to one. Is if I can get to that, an event will trigger and I'll get an elemental weapon or a legacy point, my choice. Okay, I don't see any enemies, so I'm just going to get moved up, because I don't know where they are. Oh, hello! There they are. So Brandon, being a hunter, can silk step, which is basically stealth. Whee! It also teleports. Walling is when characters are adjacent. So this would be walling, but because of the modifier, I actually don't get the bonus that you would normally get by walling. You can only wall with one character, or get a bonus with one. I want Lyle to get that, so Lyle, your job is to get that. Because I want you to upgrade your weapon right now. Wow, what are you? Don't bite me, okay? Bree, bree. So I can either enchant or get a legacy. I'm enchanting. I don't know if I even have a water sword in my legacy. Alright, so we're going to replace, and I can name the sword. We're going to call this... Nah, let's do... Wave Crash. There you go. So I'll get more damage, range. Stunts are basically crits. And if you crit with the sword, you get an action point back, which is real nice. That takes up that. So they interfused. Interfusing is how wizards use spells. Like so. And you can tell what you're going to get. So that if I interfuse with this, I get access to Discus. Which is actually fine, because Discus bounces. Bonk. Ah, dodged. He's stealthed. So he's going to have a good... Yeah, there we go. Stealthing lets him ignore the armor. You can also only have one character interfuse with an object. So I can interfuse with this. And I can do Splinter Blast. You can also destroy scenery. Ah, he blocked but lost a point of armor. At least he's dodging. He has a good dodge. Alright, Lyle. So, one thing fighters get is they can do Guardian, which is basically Overwatch. They can hold their action and, you know, attack things that move in range. That's gonna... I'm gonna Stalwart. Because that was a free action. And if they attack her, she's got a whole lot of armor now. I'm gonna Discus. And kill him. Cool. Friendly fire is a thing in this game, by the way. So now, everyone gets some XP. Mystics, I believe, get less. Also, I have Warrior Armor, which would lower her speed, but jump her... I don't like lowering speed in this game, so I'm going to salvage it. We also got some Warding. I will put that on Lyle. See? She'll wear that. Warding is armor for spells. Once again, the night air belongs to the songs of ordinary creatures. Everyone still here? I hate a night battle. Keep knocking into trees. The Atom and Archimus recount what they saw, a colossus striding silently through the silver fog. The others never saw more than the great banks of mist separating them. They make a further search for sign of the giant's passing, but are forced to camp precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Later, you're an enigma, little seed. The Atom plants it on a sunblessed hillside in a bed of soft earth. Who knows what will sprout? I actually don't know what will sprout. And we get a Calamity card. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. They also after a certain number of days. So now, these little fuckers get extra armor. And you can see. Also, you can tell what enemies are going to be in the game. Deepsis, Dralvin, Gorgons. The Morthagi are not present, so I can run into these, or these. Now, you can also secure. You can investigate thoroughly to find items, or just secure the site. I'm going to investigate thoroughly because I like to. Days pass while the job is completed. Alright. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Water Cave has proven rewarding. Good, we're done. Water Cave will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of the chapter. That's every chapter. I'll be getting ingots and spell thread. I also get potency. Now, potency is for casters, so Archimus or the Atom. gonna give it to Artemis. Give him some potency. And this is basically the loop. You scout, complete events. We're gonna scout up here. I'm gonna kind of circle around. I want to clear all of the maps since I don't... Oh god, there's... Okay, that's infested. Bottle Wilds has been revealed. We have a fight. There's a bridge. Perfect. Bridges are important, but I need to clean that. Because now we have the possibility of an invasion. So when you see this, like, thorns, that means that that area has been infested. But we are going to fight. Distant Thunder. What was the lady's name we're supposed to keep an eye out for? Inbin, I think. Inbin? From what I know of forest folk, they normally spread themselves out over the landscape. They find each other when they want to be found. These aren't exactly normal times, though. And her husband seemed concerned, anyway. Of course he is! Well, Imbin seems distracted, starts spending more and more time out in the ruins watching the goats. Or so she says. I'd be concerned too. Is that the story? Sorry, I was taking a drink. Sometimes she wouldn't even come home at night. The guy seems at a loss. The relationship is some deep weeds in there. How do you get people to tell you these things? No idea. But if you know how to make them stop, I'm all ears. Clouds grow like lichen over the sky. They pick their way through the building bones until a shout rings out from close by. Come on, come on! Up the hill, a woman stands against a monument. Her gaze darts between the sky, come on, and the shadows of approaching Draven, dragon people. We are going to get around her quickly. The Knights of Nerdy rush toward the monument. Huzzah! We're going to fight two stumps and a dart. Alright. Draven are annoying, because they heal. There they all are, okay. So this is what Guardian does. I'm going to move her in place and hit Guardian. I'm going to move Inbin in place, which will wall. So now they're walled. I'm going to move him, so he's walled. I'm going to interfuse, so I can get the discus, and I'm going to discus. And he blocks some of the damage, which is fine. You can kind of see where, like, if I move Brandon here, he can target all three. So, let's shoot the stump. Yeah, took cover. I knew that was coming. And then we wall. Interfuse. What's this? Oh, another discus. Perfect. And he dodged. God damn it. Darn it. That is what Guardian does. I have a particular build I like to do with my fighters, and we'll see if I can get it with her, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to if it doesn't give me what I want. Compulsion. You. Go back up here. Now he's hobbled, so he can't really move very far. And I'm just going to bonk him. There we go. Oh! Oh, you wanted to attack Brandon. How freaking dare you, man. See, that's why I don't like fighting Draven. They heal. I'm going to interfuse with a ruined wall. To discus. Got him. Got him. Discus and the fire interfuse are my favorite. I'm going to move her here and go flump. And there we go. 3 enemies dead. There's our XP. See how Lyle's already almost leveled up? Ah, now that I like. I like Brawl Guard. So she will absolutely wear that. The clouds begin to disperse, and the atom regards the woman who is now rubbing her arms and staring at the ground. Inbin? Do I know you? Your husband sends his regards. So what's the story? Watching the goats. The goats do like it here. Meh. They climb the ruins. Meh. Meh. But that's not... When the forest began to get more dangerous, I thought it might be finally time to use the Stormwell here. This? What is it? Surprised you haven't heard of it. This thing's been on the family land forever. Aunt says it was Chiron. We had stories that it could, this is going to sound crazy, but that it could give you power. And my family are abysmal storytellers, see? Terrible imagination. So I thought, maybe they're not stories. Maybe I could, protect the goats. And my husband, my rocks, if I could get a hold of that power. It takes research, some old family recipes, and time. Lots of time to get a Stormwell to give up its secrets. I didn't want to tell Rocks. Rather, he came up with a story of his own. Better than the story of a goat herd trying to wear a hat 2 sizes too big for her. It's a shame, though. I needed maybe one more good storm. The clouds look promising today, and I thought I could finish the process before the monsters got here. No such luck. It was silly, now that I've seen what fighting really is. I'm not cut out for it. Glad I never told Rocks. So you're going to count my goats and go home? Yeah. Unless one of you wants it. It's possible. Make the beast pay good next time. The sky's clearing now, but if you want to take me up on it, come back sometime. Ask for In-Bin Built. Rocks 2. We feed you, put you up, give you otherworldly powers, force folk hospitality. Man. Alright, so, I know what this is. This is a transformation event. Also, now stumps are stronger. God damn it. Stupid stumps. So, I can reinforce, but I can also give someone power. So we're going to give... You know what? Adam, you seem the most interested. You're going to get this power. So we're going to put Adam there. And I'm going to investigate thoroughly with the other 3. See, you can do multiple actions. You just need the people to do it. The Stormwell. In-Bin and Rokes welcomed the Adam and stuffed him full of bristleberry pie and goat cheese while they waited for a storm to roll in. Right, this is more like it. Rocks, get your boots. You stay. Bang. Rumble. In-Bin tinkered with the top of the Stormwell. Careful. Wonderful. Good sign. Almost there. You call us when you're ready. So, what'd you give up? 4? The whole heroing. You know, like your goats or your spouse, to name examples at random. Oh. 1 million lives, all my own, but there's no avoiding it. There was another the Adam out there in a different time who maybe got some goats and a husband. Maybe he was happy. I'll never know his story, but this one's mine. The Adam's musings are sharply interrupted. In-Bin! Sassy look. It's been a long flower to bloom, but it's quite pretty now, isn't it? The Stormwell fills with light, or water, or both. It swirls and spills over the sides. I should have asked this before, but am I going to have to fight something? Probably not. So what happens now, then? Well, that wasn't in the stories. The ancient voices of the temples aren't telling you? So, I get to pick what's going to get transformed. We're taking his arm. The Adam extends his arm into the cold water, and shock suddenly snaps up through his shoulder. Feeling fades to static, then swells to power. Shocky arm. You think that would have been a good on me? Might have made milking goats harder. Alright. And now I can actually add the Adam into this to speed that up. And now you can see the negative gunk has spread. I'm not going to keep reading these because these are always the same. So we're getting 3 ingots and melee and ranged accuracy. Please give that to Brandon. Alright, I think that'll be the end of today's episode. When we next week come up, we're going to start working our way over to here, because I want to clear the infested tiles if I can. Because those are always a pain. As always, I want to thank you all so very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, subscribe, leave the comments, you know the drill, and hey, be kind to each other, stay nerdy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.